I've had the opportunity to handle a lot of budget knives compared to any other year that I've been in the EDC community, and what I've noticed is the quality is increasing as the price point goes down, which is just incredibly crazy to me. So today I wanted to show you guys 5 of my favorite budget knives, starting with number 1, the Orion Cetus. What I love about the Cetus right off the bat is that you get these really cool Emboya wood inlays, and I am a sucker for anything that has wooden inlays. I think it just fits my aesthetic, the whole rugged theme, but it still maintains a very clean look. For the blade, you're looking at 14C28N, which is honestly a pretty common steel when it comes to budget knives. Nothing to hate on that. And on top of that, you get multiple forms of deployment, which is really cool. So you can hit a middle finger flick, and you also have the flipper tab. I mean, honestly, you can't complain, right? Pocket clip is deep carry and it's ambidextrous, so lefties are getting some love with this one. You get a really cool Orion Knives backspacer in this kind of like goldish yellow. Action is incredibly smooth, and this is like a prime example of a $60 knife that punches well above its weight. It's extremely ergonomic. Yes, it's got this interesting kind of curvature to the whole thing, but that makes it just really nice to handle. So this one blew my mind at $60. It comes in a lot of different variants as well, which I'll be linking down below. But again, 60 bucks, a really solid knife from Orion Knives. One of the coolest people that I've met this year is Ken Onion Jr. He works with Rick and Jamie up in North Carolina, and I didn't realize that he was also making knives until I found out that he made this one here. This is a CRKT Bamboozled. This comes in at $75. It is extremely sleek, designed after a piece of bamboo. That's where it gets all of its clean lines from. It is an assisted open, and I know people are going to dog on that. I personally don't care if a knife is assisted or not. It doesn't bother me. I don't know why it bothers a lot of people, but it sure does. Action is super fun, of course, it being assisted. You get this really interesting cutout on the flipper tab. The blade itself is extremely sleek. It's a D2 blade with a satin finish. You have G10 inlays, really cool little cutouts here on the titanium bolsters. It's honestly just really damn good. This one doesn't have a reversible pocket clip, but it's super comfortable to carry, very lightweight, and it's just reliable, right? And I think that's what kind of blows my mind with this design. $75, and you get a lot of really good things, and it just looks like a premium pocket knife. Plus, it supports Ken Onion Jr. He's such a great dude. It's been an honor just getting to know him and hang out with him. And if I can purchase something that supports him, I will definitely do so. So the Ken Onion Jr. CRKT Bamboozled is number 2 on my list. Just a really cool knife. It's assisted. I don't care. Up next is the Baby Banter, a small knife that I recommend to absolutely everyone if you're looking for something small in the budget department. Nitro V steel, green micarta handles, extremely ergonomic, really fun and fidgety for such a small knife, and it's just perfect. Deep carry pocket clip. This lives in my camera bag whenever I am traveling and I want something small that doesn't draw a lot of attention. The Baby Banter comes in like 1,000,001 colorways. You can buy scales online for it. I mean, it is just an extremely customizable knife that is just super fun and ergonomic. So I always recommend a Baby Banter if you're looking for something under $100. I believe they come in at $61, and the prices may jump up a little bit up or a little bit down depending on the scale material. But yeah, and it supports Ben over at NAFS, an incredible dude. So Baby Banter will always be on my budget list. Up next, we have the boys at Crispy Donut Community, and I'm kind of cheating here because I'm going to be talking about 2 knives, both in the $60 price range. They've collabed with Vosteed to make a Crispy Donut Racoon, and then this is their own design. This is the Hanson. So the Hanson, $60, super fun and fidgety, whether you're using the flipper tab or you're using the thumb studs. You've got D2 steel, reversible deep carry pocket clip, lanyard hole, and of course, the donut-themed sprinkles on the scales. Life is short. Don't take yourself too seriously with these things. This knife is just fun, right? It's got a fun, fidgety action, D2 blade, which is going to be real easy to sharpen and use. I love it, and I think that's great. I love the idea that they're going ahead and designing what they love, and it's being well received by the community. The Crispy Donut Community Vosteed collab on the Racoon is just as fun. I think I kind of like this a little more. Vosteed has their own iteration of their access lock, which I don't know the name of off the top of my head. You got a 14C28N blade, reversible pocket clip on this as well. And again, it falls in line with the donut theme. Both of these are just extremely fun. For $60, you really can't complain. D2, 14C28N, seals that are very easy to sharpen. And honestly, I just love it. I really do. Supporting the Crispy Donut guys has been super fun. I love how excited they get about everything. They're super open to collaborating with anyone as well, which is just the energy we need in the EDC community. So make sure you guys keep an eye out on them. They're doing a lot of really cool stuff. All their information is down below, so give them a follow. It's definitely worth it. Kansept Knives has been on my list recently. They've been sending over some knives to review, and what I love about what they're doing is that they will release a premium version of a design, and then they'll also release a budget version of a design. So the one I'm talking about today is the Justin Lundquist Reverie. I don't know the name of it, but this is the knife. It's a really fun front flipper. This one comes in at $76. You have 154 cm steel on the blade. This one is all G10. The premium version, I believe it has a titanium bolster with marbled carbon fiber scales, or maybe micarta, but that one I believe goes for like 176 or 180. So you see the difference in materials being used from the budget side up to the premium side. But this budget version is just as fun, just as smooth as the premium version. They sent over both, and I've been enjoying carrying this one. The G10 feels really nice. The kind of deep carry-ish pocket clip doesn't really bother me too much when it comes to really gripping down on this. And I just love the way Justin Lundquist executes his front flipper. His front flipper tab always has this kind of rounded design to it, which is just really fun, super fidgety. It's just one of my favorites. I really enjoy it. So again, this comes in at $76. Highly recommend checking out some of the budget stuff that Kansept is doing. They come out with some really great designs by some really great people. So definitely worth some of your time. And that is it, guys. That is my budget options for the year of 2023. Like I said, some of these are not necessarily new this year, like the baby Banter, but I wanted to throw in some options that are kind of evergreen, knives that you can find all the time at that same price point by NAFs, for example. So if you guys enjoyed this style of content, let me know down below. If there's any budget knives that I should check out, also let me know, because I'd love to maybe make this a series reviewing pocket knives of the year. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one.